Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you see from the title of this video, today I'm going to show you my entire blush collection. I just want to make a quick disclaimer. I have probably one of the largest blush collections you will see. It's the first makeup item I started to collect. I just love blushes. It's my favorite thing, and it has been now for several years. I have 5 of these kind of containers that are filled, and I also have a lot of blush palettes. In my bronzer video I showed you a face palette. I will actually do my face palette separately, so you will see that again, but some of my face palettes contains 1 or 2 blushes as well. If I look a bit tired and if my hair is a bit weird, it's because it's Thursday evening when I'm filming this, and I have worn this makeup throughout the entire day today, and it has been like snowing and raining on me. In my bronzer collection, as you have probably seen, or if you haven't, it's some videos back, I did swatch my entire bronzer collection. I will not swatch my blushes. They are just too many. I will count them though, so you will see them. But without further ado, let's get into my collection. Let's start. I have some randoms here. I have this Wet n Wild blush in the color Berry Shimmer. It's a color Icon blush. This is several years old, and I have barely used this. It's kind of a mauvey berry shade. It is super pretty and super pigmented though. So that's that. Then I have the LA Girl Just Blushing in Just Rosy. I bought that in CVS. It looks like this. Now I'm swatching it anyway, but it's a bit lighter than the other one. Hardly ever used those. I have this NYX Baked Blush in the color Pink Fetish. I don't know why, but I have never used this. And this is also a couple of years old. It's a more like cooler toned pink. I have the Makeup Mecca Strobe Blush Baked Blush in Divine. This is a much more peachy color. I've used this in a video recently and I do really like it. I have this from Physicians Formula. This is the Physicians Formula Argan Wear Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Blush in Rose. I have never used this because this has an overspray with the gold glitter on it. I have this loose blush from Bella Pierre, and it's in the shade Amaretto. I have never used this because I don't think it's my color, and I don't like loose blushes that much. Let me swatch this. This is a bit more of a brown colored blush. There you have that one. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, but it's not my shade. Then I have 3 from Hard Candy. I have, let me see if I can open this. I have this is the Hard Candy Blush Crush Baked Blush in the Living Doll. And then I have these 2 that I showed in my my blush collection tag video. It's the Glow All The Way Ombre Baked Blush in Punch and in Sunburst. And then in that video I also showed you this. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush Ombre Blush in a Purple Haze. And then I have this. This is a Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Rose Gold Lights. This is obviously too dark for me to use as a highlighter, so I've actually used this as a blush a couple of times. It looks like that. It's super pretty. Then I have this really old The Body Shop blush in the shade Flushed. It has some golden like specks glitters in it. And there you have that, bad swatch, but it's pretty, but it's old and I haven't used it for a very long time. I have more of these, but not in this drawer. This is the Sleek Blush in Pomegranate. I love these kind of dark colors that are intended for darker skin tones. I do really love them on my skin. I think they look really good. I have this Body Shop blush in number 1. I'm not sure if it's called Petal. It's really old. I have this e.l.f. blush in the shade Tickled Pink. Pixie by Petra Fresh Face blush in Beach Rose. Max Factor Creme Puff blush in Lovely Pink. This is not a cream. Then I have this blush from Accessorize. It's called Merged Baked Blusher in number 6 Scandal. This is one of my oldest blushes. It doesn't smell weird. It hasn't dried. And it's that super pretty darker color. Then I have 2 blush sticks from Milk Makeup. These are called Lip and Cheek. Lip and cheek sticks, I guess. I have one that is called Rally, which is a more pink blush, and then I have my favorite, which is Quickie. You will see that I do really love my dark blushes. Yes, then I have 3 from the brand Kicks. It's a Swedish brand. They are no longer available. They have redone their whole line. This is the baked blusher in Fashionista, and you can see I've used a lot of this. And then there's 2 illuminating blushes. One is in Peach Party. I can swatch this because this smell a bit weird, but they are really pretty. That is Peach Party, and as you can see, it has that kind of peachy sheen to it. And this is Poppy Pink, and this shifts more in pink green. There's the Poppy Pink one. These are really stunning. I do love my illuminating blushes as well. I have 3 from Milani. This is the Milani powder blush in Tea Rose. Illuminating face powder in Beauty's Touch. Haven't used this. And then Romantic Rose, which is a bit more neutral. Then I have this Makeup Revolution blusher Reloaded in Baked Peach, Pink Lady, Pop My Cherry, Peach Bliss, Peaches and Cream, and the last from that series is Rose Kiss. I got them all for Christmas last year. This was kind of my first drawer. So let me just put them back. If I didn't say that, this video will be a long one, so grab a snack and drink. I have my Pepsi here. Then I have this container. And yeah, if I'm a bit weird, it's because I have some pain in my back from sitting in this chair. I have these really old Too Faced Sweethearts blushes in Something About Berry. And Candy Glow. I have these 3 from Kiko. This is the Metal Flush blushes in number 4, number 1 and number 3. These are one of my favorites metallic blushes as well. I have this baked blush from Beauty UK in the shade number 2. It looks like this. I have this Tarte blush in the shade Natural Beauty. Not so impressed by Tarte blushes, to be honest. I have the smaller one in Party as well. I have one single blush from Bare Minerals, and this is this Bounce and Blur. It looks like that. It's a matte blush. I have one blush from Burt's Bees. This is the blush with bamboo in the shade Shy Pink. This is a little bit more subtle. It's that one. Super pretty as well. I have this old Too Faced Love Flush blush in Your Love is King. I have 2 Colourpop Super Shock Chic blushes. This is Cheerio. That one's Cheerio. And then I have Prenup. And there's Prenup. Haven't used these so much actually. You're gonna have to deal with ugly hair. I have this Dr. Pawpaw Multipurpose Soothing Balm. This is in the shade, I'm not sure if it has a shade name, but as it says, it's a multi-purpose balm. I haven't used this yet, but it looks like that. I have this by Terry blush in number 6, Bohemian Flirt. I have shown you this before. I have 3 of the Flower Beauty blushes. This is they are called Flower Pots powder blush in Warm Hibiscus, Sweet Pea and Wild Rose. I also have 3 cream blushes from Flower. These are barely used. This is the Blush Bomb, and I have Pinched, Melon and Berry, right? No, Bitten. Let me swatch this. These have gotten really good reviews, so I'm not sure why I haven't used them. But I think it's because I'm a bit afraid. Oh, that's a lot. I'm a bit afraid to use cream blushes like this, but I will definitely make it my goal in 2021 to use more, to use cream blushes more. Now these are really bad swatches because I need to shake them up, but here they are. You can guess that I love that shade the most. Then I have 5 of the Lotte London Blush Crush blushes. I have Sack, Drake, Zane, Justin and Nick. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Clinique Blush Pop blushes. And this is Heather Pop. Then I have Pansy Pop, Berry Pop, Plum Pop. I think Plum Pop is my most used one. And Cola Pop, which is also my most used one because of the color. This is one of my favorite formulas. I think they have discontinued it now, but I do really love this. I used to buy one new every time I got to the US, so yeah. I'm going to put this back. We can, maybe. moving on to my next container. I have 3. I might have more, but I have 3. I'm supposed to have 4. Oh, anyway. The Becca blushes. I have Nightingale, which is a dark blush. It's super pigmented, so you have to be really careful. I have Foxglove. And I have Snapdragon. I'm pretty sure I have one more. Anyway. I have 2 of the Physicians Formula Butter Blushes. I have Rosy Pink. And I have Vintage Rouge. I have this CoverGirl True Blend Blush in... This does not say what shade it is, but I do love this shade. It's one of my favorite blushes as well, and it's probably one of my most used ones. It's this like dark purple one. It's super pretty. I have this Laura Geller Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush in Plumberry. This is also one of my favorite blushes because of the color. That's Plumberry. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Milani blushes. I have Dolce Pink. You know these ones. I have Dolce Pink. I have Red Vino. I have Bella Bellini. I'm going to swatch this since it's not that dark. It's that kind of like peachy shade. I have Coralina. And then I have Luminoso. I have another one in Red Vino, so I will probably come to that. Oh, here's the Becca one. I have Flower Child, of course. This is the most used one from Becca. It's also that like peachy shade. Then I think I have them all. I have the AOA Studio Lumi blushes. I have yeah, here's the other Red Vino shade. I accidentally have 2. The Lumi blushes from AOA Studio. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have So Close, Ravish, which is my favorite. I have now scraped it a bit because it's got hard pan. Frantic Pink, Sin, Wine, also one of the favorites. That's Wine. Delicate Pink, Rose Dawn, and Golden Apricot. It's not my typical shade, but it was dark, so I really wanted it, and I bought it. These are one of my favorite formulas as well. They are only $1 or like $1.55 on the Shop Miss A site. So I can highly recommend you to go buy that because they are amazing. You don't need highlighter when you use them, although I tend to pack it on anyway. But you probably already know that. So that's that. If you want anything swatched, just leave a comment down below and I can swatch in a separate video. Let's move on to the next one. In this I have one from Urban Decay. This is the Urban Decay Afterglow in Quickie. I think that these are discontinued. This is really old. I have this NARS blush in Unlawful. It looks like this. And I have this NARS Duo in Panic. I love this. I have used this a lot. I have this Ciate blush in Into Deep. If I can open it. That looks like this. It doesn't look like much, but when you apply it to your cheeks, you kind of get this like, yeah, you can see that it's a bit glowy and like, yeah, delicious. Then I have this Benefit Bella Bamba blush, and this is really old as well. I think that this is discontinued. This is just a pink blush, and I also have two minis from Benefit. I have the California one that looks like this, and then I have the Gold Rush one that I don't think that I've used more than like once. So that's good that I bought minis of those. I have 3 of the H&M blushes. These are also one of my favorite formulas. I have Cotton Pink, I have Sandy Rose, and I have Pale Pink. I think that Pale Pink and Sandy Rose are probably my favorites from out of the 3. Here are the 2 more sleek blushes that I've talked about. I have Rose Gold. That is totally off for me. I will not be using this, but I don't think that I'm ready to declutter as well. There's that one. And then I have the shade Flamingo. And this is a hot pink. Then my only MAC blush is also quite old. This is Dolly Mix. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 makeup store blushes. These are really old as well. Probably some of my oldest in my collection. I have Frozen Daiquiri, Pernitz, Passion, which is a bit more like peach. I have East, which is a straight up red. I have Sugar Pink. I have Metal Cherry. Must Have. Passionate Pink. And the last one is Matte Glory. This is one of my favorite blushes in my collection. It's truly a unique shade. It's that cool toned purple that I do really love. That was everything from that drawer. And the next one, and the last one before we get into palettes. I have this L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted Scented Blush in Fantastical. Bourjois in Rose Dior. Essence Mosaic Blush in The Berry Connection. Soap & Glory Love at First Blush. Soap & Glory Made You Blush in Cheeky Pink. Milani Color Harmony in Pink Play. Kiko Ocean Feel Blush in Bon Mine. Kiko Gold Wave Blush in Damask Mauve. NYX Sweet Cheek Glow in the color Red Riot. This is probably one of my favorite formulas. That is Red Riot. And then I have Fig. And there is Fig. And then I have the Sweet Cheeks but in matte. And I have Bang Bang in matte. And I haven't used this as much as the other 2. But there it is. I discovered that last year, I think. And one of my favorite discoveries. I have this Tanya Burr Cosmetics Illuminating Powder in Peonies Please. I have 2 of the Skin Glazing from Nabla. I have the shade Truth, which is a pink one. And then I have the shade Adults Only, which is a red one. Also discovered that, I think, last year, and they are amazing. I have two of the Illamasqua blushes. I have the one in Thrust, which is a matte one, and then I have Morale, which looks like this. It's the one I'm wearing on my face today. It looks like that, swatched. Super pretty. Also kind of a few years old. Then I have this. This is the Artisan Color Baked Blush in Warm Berry. One of my favorites. And then I have these Revolution Vivid Baked Blushers. This is Bang Bang You Are Dead, Hard Day, All I Think About Is You. And the last one that I have broke, because I've dropped it, is the Loved Me The Best. These are one of my favorite formulas. As many of my others, I have had them for a really long time, so I'm not sure if you can buy them anymore, but yeah. And then the last things in this drawer is my Hourglass blushes. I have Luminous Flush, Diffused Heat, which is my favorite, and then Radiant Magenta. And then I have a mini of the Mood Exposure. That is all of my single blushes. And it's a lot. I will count them. I just need to do... I'm just going to show you my palettes first, and then I will count all my single blushes. Moving on to my blush palettes, or some of these have highlights in them as well. I have the Becca and Jaclyn Hill collab. This Champagne collection. It looks like this. It contains Rose Spritz, Amaretto and Pamplemousse as blushes, and then Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop. I haven't used this that much, and I kind of regret buying this, but anyway. Then I have this Bare Minerals Desert Bloom Gen Nude Mini Blush Trio in that Peach Though, Call My Blush, and You Had Me at Merlot. I haven't used this that much. It's new for this year, but it's really pretty. I have this really old NARS and Guy Bourdin palette. It looks like this. Yeah, really old. I have this Viva La Diva Dream Cheek Blush and Highlighter palette. Haven't used that much either. I have the Revolution Revaholic Cheeks. The Revolution Blush palette in Blush Queen. Love that one. And then I have the Revolution Ultra Blush palette. Also love this one. Then I have this Profusion Blush 2 palette. It's kind of new to my collection. I do really like this. I have the Koki Blush Up palette in Demure. These are all mattes, and I'm more into shimmery blushes, as you know. I have this NARS Virtual Domination palette that I haven't used that much either. It's a couple of years old. And then I have this. This is really old. This is the Benefit Cheeky Sweet Spot. It looks like this. It has Hoola, Coralista, Rocateur, Sugar Bomb, Bella Bamba and Dandelion. I have the Revolution Pro 4K Blush Palette. Pretty new to my collection, haven't used that much yet. I have this really old Morphe 9B palette. Sleek Candy Collection in Sweet Cheeks. It has two powders and one cream blush. It's a couple of years old as well. I have the Nip and Fab blusher palette in Blushed Brights, and I also have it in Blushed. One of my favorite formulas as well. And then I have this e.l.f. blush palette in Light. That looks like this. Haven't used this that much either. As you can see, I mostly pick out my single blushes. And then I have this UA Coquette Blush Duo in Seduce Me and Tease Me. And they look like this. So that is everything for my blush collection. I think I'm just going to double check. No, that seems to be about everything. Last time I counted my blushes, I counted every single one I had in palettes as well. I will not do that today. I will only count my single blushes. So I have 135 single blushes. Oh man, that's a lot. I think that last time I counted, when I counted with my palettes, I had over 150, and I've bought some blushes since then. So maybe I can guess that my total is like 160, 170. So as you can see, that makes it kind of hard for me to choose in the morning when I or like when I choose my makeup, what I want to wear, because I have so many. But yeah, blush is my favorite makeup item in my routine, and I do love to switch it up. And I try to alternate every day, so my collection get used. But I need to be more. I need to include my palettes more. Anyway, if there's anything you want swatched, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have any of these items, or if it's something you see that you haven't like seen before, please let me know. And please let me know what your favorite blush is. If I don't have it, I might pick it up. Yeah, and also, as I said, a disclaimer, I have a lot of blushes, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I bought all of my blushes myself, except the ones that I got for a gift from my husband or my sister or friends. Yeah, so that was it. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscriber. I upload 2 times a week. I should have said that in the intro, but I didn't. I upload 2 times a week now, and I have started my collection series, and it will be done hopefully by the end of this year, so that I can declutter some for next year. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and please stay safe, and until I make another one, please take care. Bye!